Okay, this week's testosterone alert is Chris Loesch. Chris is my choice this week as he has survived Twitmo twice and has encouraged others when they have ended there too. Chris is also the husband of Dana Loesch and backs her up and defends her, which is so awesome. Another thing that is awesome is watching Chris on Twitter as he takes on those who disagree with him.
I would say probably the best thing about Chris Loesch is that he gets it. And I'm more partial on a cultural level because for me, it's hard enough life because when you lean towards a more darker and dreary subcultural interests, there are like no conservatives. At least it feels that way. So finding out that there are others that are, and in fact, like a power couple that is amazing, and it's refreshing and a great relief. So I appreciate what Chris does very much, and he's very musically talented and entertaining.
Love the bit with Mr. America with the Crowder brothers. That was hilarious, and yet another salvo in the culture war that I thought was really special and fun and cute and playful, but it had a serious message, and all those guys working together. It's just sort of a coalescing of all the forces in this culture war. People, becoming allies and working together, and multiplying again with multiplying the forces. Just some amazing stuff happened, and it gives me goosebumps.
I know, but yeah. So,
well, Chris is another one that's amazing on Twitter. Always talking back, always answering back. Doesn't ignore people. He even answers people for Dana.
Mm-hmm.
And he retweets a lot. He retweets, some of our stuff once in a while, which is awesome.
Yeah, I was very amused by something he retweeted by that I did, because I mentioned him. Because I really am quite grateful, because it's just, yeah, like I said, the whole cultural clashingness. I mean, I'm not a country fan by any means, so when someone else understands where I'm coming from, it's a great relief and a great inspiration.
Well, and he's a great kickback to the 80s punk.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he's like he has like he's like I asked him, it's like, oh yeah, I'm like what did he go? Oh gee, I'm like and I was kind of like, as I'm terrible with acronyms and initials and that stuff, it's like original goth, and it's like, oh, geeking out moment, oh my god. No, it was hard. It was genuinely like I was suppressing all my squeeze.
Did you fan yourself?
Yeah, it was quite amusing.
Well, I got one of my first follows was from Chris, and that was awesome, and it was because I had suicidal tendencies in my header, which not many people get,
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm following you just because you have suicidal tendencies in your Twitter. Yeah. I'm like, okay, I don't know who you are, but okay, thanks. Took me a week to figure out who he was. What's funny is I knew Chris's music company, but I didn't know him. I didn't know he was the owner.
Interesting.
Because they've used quite a few bands or quite a few musicians out of the Omaha area. Mm-hmm. I also didn't know he had a connection to the Omaha area, which is why.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking forward to the next time they hit Omaha.